Hey Canucks fans, are you ready to see your favorite Canucks play in the 2022 Winter Olympics? I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take, all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Friday, September the 3rd. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. So we knew that it was heading this way for a while, and most people are excited about this officially. The NHL, the International Ice Hockey Federation, the IIHF, and the NHLPA. So the three bodies, NHL, NHLPA, IIHF, announced that NHL players will indeed return to the 2022 Winter Olympics that are taking place next year in China. Now, this is obviously really good news for anyone who likes best on best hockey. This will be the sixth time that professionals are playing in the Olympics, at least in terms of men's ice hockey. And we know that they skipped 2018 because of, because it didn't work out. They skipped the 2018 one in South Korea. Before that, it was 2014 in Sochi, and then of course 2010 in Vancouver. And Canada won gold in 2010 and 2014. I don't think they were anywhere close in 2018. I think it was the athletes from Russia beating Germany in the final in 2018. But yes, we can look forward to the first Olympics for players like Connor McDavid, Sebastian Aho, and Austin Matthews, including, and a lot of Canucks players that I want to talk about right now. So the first thing is, leave a comment below. Are you happy with this announcement? Are you excited for this? Or are you one of those that you don't like the political stuff that's going on in China, or whatever the reason is, or you don't think it's a good idea overall? Leave that comment down below. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. One other caveat, so to speak, as they plan and they'll announce the schedule and all those things, 12 teams, right? 3 pools of 4. As they announced that, there is an opt-out clause where if somehow the NHL season gets derailed or completely disrupted by COVID and COVID shutdowns, then the players and the PA, I guess, together, they can, the NHL and the NHLPA, they can opt out of the 2022 Olympics. Now, I'm not sure what kind of opt-out window they have, because they got to give them enough notice so they can field teams, I guess, so every country can field teams. We'll worry about that later, but it is important to note that there is an opt-out clause just in case COVID runs rampant throughout the league, and obviously, hopefully, we hope that that is indeed not the case. Okay, so that's the good news. I'm excited. I love Olympic hockey. I love best on best in anything. The 2016 World Cup with that North American Young Stars team kind of satisfied my appetite a little bit. But now I can't wait to see actually McDavid play for Canada and Matthews to play for the U.S., of course. And then we see what happens there. So I'm excited, and you can probably tell, and I'm curious to see if you guys are too. Well, I'm sure we'll be talking about this in the months to come, but now as this is a Canucks channel, so I want to kind of relate this to Vancouver Canucks news, and more importantly, which kind of Canucks players do we expect to be on Olympic teams? So starting close to home, the only Canuck to really have a shot at making Team Canada is Bo Horvat. And we know that Canada is going to be stacked. You think of the top 6 already with guys like McDavid and McKinnon and Crosby and Bergeron and Marchand and Huberdeau and Seifried. Okay, now I'm into the top 9. Braden Point. So there's already 8 or 9 guys there. There's Mitch Marner, and then you get into this fourth line, supposed fourth line, where you're considering guys like John Tavares, like Bo Horvat, like Sean Couturier. So you can see how quickly the team gets very, very deep. So, we shouldn't, if Bo makes it, and I hope he does, we shouldn't expect him to play center, considering I think 8 or 9 of those 12 guys will be centers. So obviously you want to look for guys who fill certain roles for you. You don't need everyone to be a scorer. You're going to need some guys who play defense, who can take draws, all those type of things, penalty killers. So we'll see if Horvat has a shot. I think, like with many of these players, the bubble players, if they have a really good start to this upcoming season, then they'll be in contention for a spot. So that's obviously one story I think we all want to keep our eye on. And I've told the story many times before. When my son Sean caddied for Bo Horvat way back in 2016, Bo told me that he one of his dreams is to play for the Olympics. Obviously 2018 was too close and they didn't even end up going, NHL players. So here's his next shot at 2022. There could be up to 4 Canucks players on the U.S. team. I think Quinn Hughes is a lock. on defense for the big ice and just how dynamic he can be and how experienced he is already at a young age on a world stage. And then I think you have Thatcher Demko who can battle for that third goaltending spot. I think Connor Hellebuyck is a lock for sure. And then there's guys like John Gibson, Jonathan Quickstill that he'll be battling with. So Demko could make that third goaltending spot. And then I think Besser and Miller have good spots to make the team as wingers or a center in Miller's case. Especially, like I said, if the Canucks get off to a good start, there are going to be a lot of eyeballs on them. I've seen Besser on more projected lineups than Miller right now, but I've certainly seen Miller on a fair share of them as well. So up to 4 players on the United States. And here's a hypothetical question. I think I know the answer. If there are no Canucks on Team Canada and there are 4 Canucks on the US, i.e. Demko, Besser, Miller, and Hughes, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much would you root for the US against Canada? Is it a 0? No way. It's Olympics. It's Canada through and through. Or will you want to see the Canucks players on Team USA achieve some sort of success? So does that make you bump your 0 to 10 up to a 1, a 2, a 3? Is it a 5 where you're actually indifferent? I got to be careful here. I'm presuming it's not a 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10, but who knows? So that's my second question is on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say 0 to 10, if it was US versus Canada, 4 Canucks players on the US and no players on Team Canada, how much would you actually root for the US, if at all? I'm not saying I would. I'm just asking the question. I think I want to see the Canucks players do well, but I still obviously want to see Team Canada win. So maybe I give it a 2 or a 3. Okay, other Canucks players. We know PD's a lock for Team Sweden. It sounds like Ekman Larsson will be pretty much a lock for that team as well, given that he attended their kind of pre-Olympics camp in Sweden. And they're going to want his leadership. And he still could, again, if he has a good start to the team, a good start to the season this year, we could see Ekman Larsson on that Swedish team. Don't forget our goalie, Jaroslav Halak, our second goalie. Slovakia did make the tournament as one of the bottom 4 teams, so to speak. So I expect Halak to be on that team. I can't think of 3 other Slovakian goalies that are better than him. So expect Halak to be on that team. And then I think that's where it ends. So potentially Horvat, potentially 4 on the US, 2 on Sweden, and then 1 on Slovakia. Podkolzin, maybe an outside chance for a Russian team, but yeah, actually maybe there's a chance for Podkolzin as well. So now we're up to 9. I think Hoglander, there's too many forwards ahead of him for Sweden. So maybe that's where we're looking at right now. So Canucks fans, in the comments below, let me know a few things. A, how excited are you for this announcement? B, give me that answer from 0 to 10. Would you actually cheer for USA if they had 4 US players, Canucks players on it, compared to none on Canada? Remember, my answer is a 2 or 3. And then thirdly, which Canucks players do you expect to make Olympic rosters at this point? Okay, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'll do my best to read, react, and reply as always. Shout out to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Justin Credible, and Lucas Gates, and to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, and Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. And for Hero and Hall of Fame members, I'll be reaching out to you this weekend to set up our Zoom chats for weekdays next week. Okay, subscribe if you'd like to, like this video if you'd like to, leave a comment if you'd like to, and definitely become a member if you'd like to. Let me know about your thoughts. NHL players going back to the Olympics. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.